Well, Tucson police is cracking down on illegal street racing throughout the city. After 2 News 4 Tucson investigations, the chief of police just finished a news conference at the department's East Side Division. News 4 Tucson's Chorus Nylander joining us live with an update on our investigation. Chorus, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Well, Chief Chris Magnus made it very clear that the department's not going to spare any expense at stopping this dangerous, loud behavior. In his words, he says the bottom line is too many people are dying and being injured on our streets, and they look to the police department to stop it. And so whether it's rescheduling officers or putting them on overtime, he says it's worth saving lives. He says they're seeing street racing citywide. All divisions of the department are going to be involved in this crackdown. He says they're going to be using air support, coordinating with the sheriff's office, coordinating with impacted businesses to make it hard for these street racers to gather. The chief says that the goal is to make it as expensive as possible for these street racers when they're caught. He says they plan on working with the district attorney to prosecute violators to the full extent of the law. We've heard from several people who say the street racing has been unrelenting and tormenting for them. The loud noises, the fear of driving near, speeding drivers going down the road in the middle of the night. For several people we spoke to, it's been an issue for years, and many tell me their repeated calls to police seem to have gone nowhere. I asked the chief about that, what issues they have been facing enforcing this. He agreed that it's a hard thing to enforce with limited resources, and he hopes that this increased focus and putting officers specifically on this will hopefully make a difference. He says it's clearly gotten worse during the pandemic. No one knows exactly why, but he speculates it could have to do with lockdowns in the streets. A lot of drivers not out on the road, making it enticing for these street racers to have an environment to do what they do, recklessly drive through the streets. They're urging people to report this. If you know where street racers are gathering, who's involved in it, what cars they're driving, they want you to report it to them either through 88 Crime or, if you feel it's urgent, 911. We're going to continue following this story and their enforcement moving forward and continued investigations. For now, reporting live from the east side, we've got you covered. Chorus Nylander, News 4 Tucson.